Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi folks, Brian Anderson coming to you courtside with Chris Webber and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Paul George heard the critics. He said the only way I could respond was to get better, to come back with a vengeance. I didn't like that people saw weakness. I had to answer that, and it fueled me. I wanted to come back and be myself again. Brian?
Well, he's playing at a tremendous level, Allie. Thanks for that. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
Well, I think for the Grizzlies, they had high expectations for themselves early on, but got off to a rocky start. I think they're hoping to do some course correcting down the line.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got Mike Conley, Rudy Gay out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Mitchell in at the 2. And for Portland, Paul George out there with LeBron James. Then there's Hassan Whiteside, then it's Norman Powell, and it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. And every year, Grant, the officials seem to emphasize a different rule. You think it takes long for players to adjust?
You know, BA, it depends on the rule and how strict they will call it. Things like the rip-through, hand-checking, those type of rules, they take some time to adjust.
George with it. Nurkic picks him up. George, no good. Mitchell with the ball. It's stolen by James. George drives in. Pass to James. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Conley passes to Tatum. Nurkic a screen on George. Uses the glass on the layup.
This is where the craftiness and length come in. I mean, Tatum makes a lot of tough shots with defenders on him.
James passes to George. There's a screen by Whiteside. 11 feet out. Gay with the defensive effort. Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Gay, a screen on George. Tatum finds Gay. 6 to shoot. Over James. Nurkic against Whiteside. And Whiteside with a block.
Oh, no. Remember, Whiteside has had 10-plus blocks in a single game. A true swatting machine.
Now, here is James. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Conley passes to Tatum. And Whiteside with a block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, just an outstanding defender. George's timing and feel for how to guard guys is a valuable commodity.
James passes to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
And the longevity of LeBron's greatness is unprecedented. The oldest starter in the league last season and still producing at an MVP level.
Out to the right wing. James against Gay. Shot from 12. And he comes up with a bucket.
And Gay is very confident from the mid-range. When he has his feet under him, he's extremely reliable from there.
Pass to Whiteside. Now here's Powell. Powell, a screen on Gay. Back to Powell. And Nurkic with the block. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The Trailblazers in 5th,
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
And what's incredible for LeBron is not just how good he is at his age, but the mileage on his body, Grant.
So true, B.A. I mean, just 3 players in NBA history have exceeded 60,000 minutes played, including the playoffs. That's Kareem, Karl Malone, and the one and only LeBron James.
Now here's McConnell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Whiteside finds George. From the elbow. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Conley passes to Tatum. And he drops it in from the low post. Tatum's got his second basket.
Once Tatum is around, the contact is over. I mean, a little room and all he needed to score.
Here's George. That shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And it's Tatum missing.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
McConnell outside. Back to George. To end the drought. That doesn't go either for George.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Conley passes to Tatum. And the three-pointer goes. Tatum's got 7 points.
Oh, the floor's general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
And here's James. Pass to George. Whiteside with a screen on Gay. Here's George. And counted from 12 feet.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
Tatum passes to Gay. Back to Tatum. The three is up. That won't go either for Tatum.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Whiteside with a screen on Conley. And Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Down low. Here's Gay. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Nurkic finds Conley. Here's Tatum. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
What hard work from Tatum inside, doing what it takes to find his shot.
Pass to Robinson. Here's McConnell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And that one falls for McConnell. Beasley's checked in for Portland. McGee, he's checked in for Memphis. Leonard comes in for Gay. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Conley. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Lakers. Oh, sweet move. Deflected. Pass to Beasley. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Memphis has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. McGee, a screen on McConnell. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Robinson. Portland trailing here. Up top, Powell, hounded by Tatum. And here's McConnell. Now, here is James. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
That's his game, attacking the rack with a purpose.
Outside Conley. Outside Tatum. McGee, a screen on Powell. Here's Tatum. Rebound by the Trailblazers. James has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Powell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And now a 3-point Portland lead.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Tatum with it. And it's McConnell picking him up. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
That's amazing, the creativity. And you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's James. That one is off. Nice D from Tatum. Conley against McConnell. Conley passes to Tatum. Leonard with a screen on Powell. Here's Tatum. From deep, Conley. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
And the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Now here's Powell. 14 points his last outing. 2 on the clock. Shoots over McGee.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
For the Trailblazers, Johnson, he's checked in for LeBron. Burks comes in for Powell. And Dragic has subbed in for McConnell. Beasley against Williams. Leonard with a screen on Beasley. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Here's McGee. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Mikhailuk. Second chance shot. A nice shot by McGee.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Outside Burks. Back to Robinson. Pass to Beasley. Robinson, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Dragic. And they'll get another chance. Johnson passes to Dragic. Inside. And Burks with the basket on the assist from Dragic.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this. And Goran Dragic out of Miami. I mean, wow. Had a brief stop in Toronto as part of the Kyle Lowry sign and trade, but ultimately felt like his talents were better used elsewhere. And he found a home with his team and is eager to prove he has something left in the tank.
Now here's Beasley. Can't connect from long distance. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Pass to Mikhailuk. Outside Mitchell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Burks. Here's Dragic. Beasley outside. Burks a screen on Williams. Here's Beasley. It's rebounded by Memphis. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
And Portland's shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. Outside Robinson. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Dragic outside. Over Mitchell. Dragic misses.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Dragic against Mitchell. Dragic outside. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And the free throw, no good. The three from Mitchell. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Well, the old saying is defense wins championships, but you ask LeBron, offense can be trickier.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes but cover for one another by just communicating and flying around at times and clean up for your mistakes. Offensively,
and the best teams work together at both ends, Grant. But which end did you generally feel most in sync with your teammates, offense or defense?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. I'll say offense. I mean, I played in Phoenix with Steve Nash, so definitely offense at that point in my career.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
They're showing some muscle here in the first half as well and getting a lot of their points in the paint.
On the court for Memphis, Jusuf Nurkic is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Mitchell, then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Mikhailuk in at the 3, small forward. Portland trailing here. Pass to James. He takes it in with the fadeaway. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
To the paint. Here's Mitchell. And no good. And George with some nice D. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, when speaking about LeBron James, Commissioner Adam Silver said he's certainly one of the league's hardest workers, which has as much to do with the success of his career as anything else. Also, off the court, it's incredible what he's done. He is a marvel in so many ways, but it all comes back to his focus and his dedication.
Thanks, Allie. Here's Nurkic, following the bucket by the Blazers. Here's Mikhailuk. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Mitchell. And it's Portland with a rebound. James has got his 8th rebound here tonight. for three. George. The shot's good on the assist by James. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
I mean, the selfless attitude of James. I mean, if someone on his team has a clean look, I bet you he'll find it.
Here's Mitchell. Robinson with the block. George against Mitchell. Now here's George. Not a lot of room. Pass to Simons. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Mitchell. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 9 rebounds now.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now here's George. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead. Memphis shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Pass to Mitchell. And the NBA is always a coaching carousel, Chris. Sometimes teams just want a new voice. You think that can make a difference?
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It does. I mean, a fresh start can sometimes energize the team. It wakes players up to dig a little deeper. And finally, it puts everyone on notice to say, listen, we found the problem. Now, if we keep losing, we could be next.
Now here's Robinson. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Doesn't go that time.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Now Mitchell. Pass to Nurkic. To stop the run. Robinson with the block. And he gets it back. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
Out left to the wing. Here's Simons. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Second chance effort. And there's a nice layup by Robinson. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
So for the Blazers, Powell, he's checked in for George. Beasley comes in for Burks. And it's McConnell in for Simons. Tatum, he's checked in for Memphis. Mike Conley comes in for Mitchell. McConnell against Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It does a lot for their spacing when Mitchell's draining threes. That's what they want from him. He can really open things up for their bigs inside.
Now, here is James. 6 points for him. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Whiteside, he's checked in for LeBron. Robinson on the wing. Back to McConnell. Pass to Beasley. And here's McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Powell. Lets the 3 fly. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. There's Tatum with the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Powell in the post. Nurkic is there. Powell's shot is off. Memphis trailing here. To the middle. And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist by Conley. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
If you're the D, don't let Mitchell beat you inside. Got to push him out further.
Up top, Powell, hounded by Tatum. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. McConnell against Conley. Shot clock at 6. Beasley, the pass to Whiteside. Over Nurkic, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Whiteside's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Look at Whiteside flexing his range, letting the defense know he's a threat outside the paint.
Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Tatum, stolen by Whiteside. McConnell outside. Now Beasley. McConnell outside. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Memphis has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. Conley finds Gay. And here's Tatum. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Mitchell. Count it. He's 4 for 8 now.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable.
Powell with it. Nurkic picks him up. Powell passes to Whiteside. There's a screen by Whiteside. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Can't cash it in from close range. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 33% so far in this game. And, you know, in the under-25 club, Grant, some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future.
And Portland has possession. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Pass to Beasley. Over Mitchell. No good. A bit long that time. Memphis leading. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Tatum from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Tatum's got 14.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Dragic is checked in for Portland. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. The 4th spot held by the Grizzlies.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
To the wing, right side. Johnson finds Whiteside. Back to Johnson. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
His coaches appreciate Whiteside thinking pass first. I mean, they like to see the ball moving through him, not stopping.
Conley passes to Tatum. Back to Conley. There's the triple. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Portland trailing here. Pass to Whiteside. Here's Dragic. Powell outside. No luck on that one. Nice D from Tatum. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Baseline jumper. The shot by Conley, no good. Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from distance during the second quarter. Conley against Dragic. Pass to Powell. And here's Whiteside. 5 to shoot. Up and over Conley. Stolen by Conley. Now here's Williams. Back to Conley. To the inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
This is what Tatum is capable of. I mean, he's a sensational scorer, and he understands how to get into a rhythm.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting about 35% so far in this game. Dragic passes to Powell. Gets it to go. 3 makes, 9 attempts.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say, ouch.
And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And the layup is good off the glass. And now just a 3-point Memphis lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Tatum. Yep, that one's good. Tatum's got 7 points for the quarter. 1:10 left to play in the half. Dragic passes to Johnson. Pass to Dragic. Back to Powell. Johnson a screen on Tatum. Tatum with a steal. Here's Conley. They double him with Dragic. Shot from 12. McGee's shot is off. And the Trailblazers shooting about 40% during the second quarter. Johnson passes to Whiteside. Whiteside with a screen on Conley. Here's Dragic. Here's Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Oh, nice quick decision-making by Whiteside right there. I mean, setting a good screen and roll with purpose.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. And Whiteside with a block. And they'll keep possession.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. Defense, you solid. That's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And let's take a moment now to look at the upcoming schedule. What's on the docket?
And that game against the Warriors, it should be a tight one. These are evenly matched teams in terms of personnel and coaching. It's the kind of game that's likely to come down to the wire.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And the Grizzlies shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. TJ McConnell is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. And it's James in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Well, Portland's shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Driving in. Some solid defense from James. Now Portland with it. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
Confident shot by George off the hot pass. Doesn't waste time thinking about his selection.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 18. Pass to Gay. Over James. Can't get it to drop. And it's Portland the other way. And here's McConnell. For the lead. Mitchell grabs a miss. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Conley finds Mitchell. Back to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tatum. And again, Memphis no good.
There's a lesson for him. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
For 3, Powell. And Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Mitchell. Conley passes to Tatum. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Portland has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Pass to George. Whiteside with it. Powell for 3. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Good read from the big man, Whiteside. Look, he scanned the floor well and got it to the open guy.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Conley. And Whiteside with a block. Pass to James. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And the Grizzlies call time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Robinson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Trying to get back on track. Tatum can't hit.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop. Yeah, BA, and you know, everybody wants to compare everybody. You know, Tatum's like Kobe. Tatum's like Paul Pierce. But you watch Tatum, he's carved out a niche of his own. And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Conley. Shoot from the baseline. Good on the jump shot. Conley's got 5 now. And the unique blend of size and skill makes Tatum difficult to match up with, Chris.
Bigger defenders can't mirror him. Smaller defenders can't alter his shot. And he's still at the beginning stages of his development.
And the Blazers making a change here. Burks is checked in. Mitchell's checked in for Memphis. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to James. Outside Burks. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's George. Grizzlies with the rebound. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now. Burks against Mitchell. Here's Nurkic. Yep, count it. Nurkic has gotten his second bucket of the game.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered with the contact.
James passes to George. James against Tatum. Offensive rebound. And the Grizzlies shooting only 30% in the third quarter. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Driving inside. Robinson with the block.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Burks no good.
Oh, nah. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Tatum from outside the arc. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Tatum's got 21 points in the game.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
McConnell with it. Over Mitchell. McConnell's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Pass to Gay. Shoots over McConnell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting just around 36%. Not the best execution. Gay, the pass to Tatum. Shoots over George. Tatum can't hit.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Simons is checked in for Portland. McGee, he's checked in for Memphis. Mikhailuk comes in for Jason Tatum. James, outside. Pass to George. Oh, they need this! And that's good for 2. George has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And that's just pure from George. Nice job measuring the defense and taking the mid-range J.
Dragic is checked in for Paul George. Leonard's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Mitchell. Here's Williams. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. James against Leonard. Here's Mitchell. The shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Here's Simons. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. Mitchell against Dragic. And that one drops. Mitchell's gotten his third basket of the night. Portland leading. And stolen by Leonard. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. This for the tie! And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
Another thing, they haven't missed a beat on the fast break in either half tonight.
No good on the free throw.
I found something interesting about Mikhailuk. When he first took the court at Kansas University, he was the youngest player in the history of the Big 12 Conference.
And the Blazers making a change here. Beasley's checked in. And the second free throw is good. You know, Chris, think back to Mikhailuk's college career. He was just 17 years of age when he made his debut.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure for a player that young. I mean, we're used to seeing some young kid guys come over with a lot of experience under their belt, but Mikhailuk, he had to learn on the fly against some serious competition.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 6. Pass to McGee. Buries it down low. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
With height and heart, Kevin, McGee can do damage around the rim.
McGee against Robinson. Dragic against Mitchell. Dragic outside. Clock at 4. Out to Beasley. Here's the 3. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mikhailuk. He's guarded by Beasley. McGee against Robinson. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebounded by LeBron.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Robinson, a screen on Mitchell. Portland, no good that time either.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Inside. McGee, a screen on Dragic. Throws it up high. And McGee with the stuff.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And the Blazers making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
They were patient, and they were also unselfish. And it helps to have guys who are willing to make the next pass.
Memphis on D. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Beasley. The fader. Whiteside can't get it to go. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Leonard. Checked by James. Beasley right side. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's how you play point forward. LeBron is one of the best ever at it.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
Yeah, a living legend. LeBron James with more all-NBA selections than any player in history, and he's still going strong.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Gay comes in for Leonard, and Conley subbed in for Mitchell. Outside Conley. McGee a screen. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. And that one's good from Conley. And LeBron in his mid-30s. He's not slowing down. Chris, it seems like he's getting better.
Just think about it. Scoring, rebounding, and assisting at career-high rates. I mean, we know Father Time is undefeated, but LeBron's probably going with Father Time the longest rounds.
A minute 58 left in the third. Dragic against Conley. There's a screen by Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. Oh, McGee with the block. And he gets it back. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. To the left side wing from deep, Gay. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
From deep, Conley hits a three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
James against Gay. Good. James has got 10 points in the game.
What about the incredible ball control of James right there? A true point forward who handles the ball well.
Pass to McGee. Williams with it. Gay outside. From the high post. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
McGee. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Hassan Whiteside.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Powell, he's checked in for Portland. And Memphis also making a switch. Tatum's checked in. And both free throws good for McGee. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And here's James. Six to shoot. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fall.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Portland trailing here. On the court for the Grizzlies. Donovan Mitchell out there with Mike Conley. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The shot by James, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. The Trailblazers shooting just 37% so far in this one. Here's McConnell. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen. They've got to communicate much better out there.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
McConnell, good. McConnell's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Conley passes to Tatum. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Back to Conley. Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. It's hauled in by McConnell. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Powell in the post. Check by Mitchell. Powell passes to James. McConnell against Conley. Outside Robinson. Pass to George. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Lets it go from 11. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
The length that Gay has poses so many issues for defenders, especially when he's going up with the shot.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
Also, what touch they've displayed from long range as a team tonight and throughout this entire game.
Both free throws good from Gay.
Oh, well, throughout his career, Gay has been an offensive force and mastermind in manipulating defenses.
Pass to George. Now James. Oh, there's the alley. George against Gay. And it's Portland with another.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
George against Tatum. Got it. Tatum's got 23 points.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
George for 3. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. James with the block.
Oh, what a swat by LeBron, working hard to be all over
you. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Conley against McConnell. It's stolen by James. Pass to George. James outside. Back to George. James finds Powell. Shot clock at 2. Over Mitchell. Powell's shot is off. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Tatum passes to Nurkic. There's a screen by Nurkic. The kick out to Gay. Conley against McConnell. Now here's Conley. He's covered closely. Great D that time from McConnell. George with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. George, good.
The focus, the balance. George doesn't back down from converting these challenging buckets.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gay. Now here's Mitchell. Nurkic, a screen on Powell. The three from Mitchell. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Robinson. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Nurkic. Powell against Mitchell with the drive. Gay outside. Shoots over George. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him.
Powell's shot is off. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Conley finds Tatum. Gay, a screen on George. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. And Gay the bucket on the assist from Tatum. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Come on, you can't allow Gay to get comfortable from beyond the arc. He really stretches the D when he's nailing that long ball.
Pass to Powell. From downtown. Sinks the tray.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Powell against Mitchell. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Now, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
James passes to Powell. Now Robinson, defended by Nurkic. Kicks it to George. Robinson, a screen on Gay. George drives in. Powell outside. McConnell against Conley. Robinson, a screen on Conley. McConnell passes to Robinson. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. McConnell against Conley. Tatum from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. James is... Pass to George. And here's James. George outside. Over Gay. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Oh, you have to love the spin move there, but he couldn't quite gather himself for the shot.
Now here's Nurkic. Back to Mitchell. Nurkic, a screen on Powell. The three from Mitchell. Pure from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Robinson. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. He's not happy with the amount of threes they've given up. He said, quote, "If at least we were sending back some answers, but we're not. So expect a concerted effort to change that one, guys."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Powell outside. Pass to James. Powell with it. There's a screen by Whiteside. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Free throw no good for Whiteside.
Whiteside deserves a lot of credit for the career he's had. I mean, it didn't come easy. He had to earn his way up through the G League.
Oh, nice! What a jam!
Yeah. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. James passes to George. Powell with it. Fires the three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Mitchell against George. The baseline J is on the way. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
McConnell passes to George. Whiteside with a screen on Gay. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Shooting one.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
George against Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Right at the free throw line. It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. James with the ball, picked up by Tatum, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his third foul so far. McConnell finds James. Now here's George. Whiteside with a screen on Tatum. Here's George.
Coming out of college, Tatum showed inconsistent intensity on defense, but he's made great strides in that area.
Misses off the left iron.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Williams passes to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Nurkic. Here's Mitchell. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
A viable threat from the mid-range. Mitchell is excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
James against Tatum. It's stolen by Nurkic. Tatum passes to Mitchell. Back to Tatum. Nurkic, a screen on James. Tatum with it, and it's McConnell picking him up. McConnell with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. It's James on the wing. Defended by Gay. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Zero hesitation from James. Trusting his shot.
Conley's checked in for Memphis. .127 left in the fourth quarter here. Now Mitchell. Nurkic, a screen on Powell. Here's Mitchell again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. That one's good for 2. And now it's just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And it's Mitchell penetrating. Here's Powell. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Steps back. George against Mitchell. Tipped. Back to Gabe. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tatum. And another miss by Memphis. Now Portland with it.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Well, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the toughness Conley provides, I mean, it can't be underrated. He's a guy his younger teammates, they really look up to.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Oh, you got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
First free throw is good, and that'll put them up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
Here's George to tie it up. Misses the tray. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. There's 6 seconds left in the game. Whiteside for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hard to cover a shooter of Whiteside's height. I mean, defenders tries to make up the difference and fouls him.
The second one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he cannot get the third one to drop, going just 1 for 3.
And those are big misses. Still a 2-possession game and a lot of pressure to get a stop here.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, we figuring it out. It's early, but we take...
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Yeah.